class. Today I'm going to ask one of you a few questions.
Oh, me.
Can you tell me what art is and what physical education is?
Art is when you paint things. And I think physical education is when you play sports.
Good answers. To give you more detail, art is a highly diverse range of human activities engaged in creating visual, auditory, or performed artifact artworks that express the author's imaginative or technical skills, and it is intended to be appreciated for their beauty or emotional power. And physical education also includes a wide variety of things, from nature walks, activities for fun, and competitive activities. Any type of physical activity is great for the body. It also includes overall healthy living, well-being, and positive mental health. Can you tell me what they have in common?
Um, they both have to do with movement, and you have to be creative.
Great answer! Physical education and art are interrelated in many ways. A common component the two disciplines share in the curriculum is dance. In the Health and Physical Education document, dance falls under the category of active participation, movement skills, and concepts. In the arts curriculum, dance is a fundamental concept with its own strand, with various elements included, which we'll talk about later. An article explores three different components of learning about dance: dance as a cultural preserver, dance as bodily exercise, and dance as expression. This emphasizes how the two subjects are interrelated, as these three areas are covered between both the physical education and arts curriculum. Students are able to express themselves through dance and learn about the history of certain dance styles, which you'll learn about soon.
We have heard how PE and art are interrelated. Through this, we can see how dance is therefore an art form, which also can be seen as a vessel of physical education. Dance is art through the visual expression and the creativity. It may be seen as a performing art through the expression of music and movement. The movement of dance is related to physical education, the choice of human movement through different sequences, which is alluded to in the Ontario curriculum of art and physical education. Dance may also be seen as a form of communication, bringing stories to life from past and present. We can see the inclusion of art and physical activity through many cultural dances, one being Indigenous dance, sometimes known as powwows. Their dance, through movement and adhering to the sounds of drums, display their feelings of ancestors, what they see around them, such as animals, and etc. Dance allows for students to hone in on their creativity, collaboration, communication, thinking outside the norms, so on and so forth, without even realizing this through physical education. My group and I will show students a video of Indigenous people in their dance element. We will ask students to share their thoughts and observations. We will write down their feedback and further discuss how art and physical education has been displayed in the video. We will pinpoint their movement, expressions, sounds, and costumes, all this contributing towards a display of art and as well as physical activity, as well as discuss our cultural dances and have them do their own research. The students will then show an act of art through their own physical activity dance of choice, whether a cultural dance that we have seen as a class or their own from their research.
Hello everyone, my name is Kirsten Miller, and I will be speaking to you today about the history of an interpretive dance. What is interpretive dance, and activities that teachers can explore with students to embody interpretive dance in the physical education setting. Let's start with the history. What is interpretive dance? Interpretive dance began in the 1900s, innovated by Isadora Duncan and Louis Fuller. The interpretive dance was created as it moved away from a very restricted, rural-dominated style of dance at the time, which was ballet, to one free of restrictions and open to individual interpretation. During this time, there was a shift towards fitness and using dance in unique ways. Going back in time, dance has always been a form of expression to depict emotions of love, fear, anger. A Russian ballerina, Anna Pavlova, was asked the meaning of one of the dances that she performed. She replied, "If I could have said it, I shouldn't have had to dance to it." This is poignant, as she has danced purely to the music and has allowed her feelings to take over the movement of her body. This leads us to what is interpretive dance. Interpretive dance, by definition, allows the dancer to show freedom of expression, incorporating the observations of an artist and morphing those observations into a physical expression. No choreography is required. The core of interpretive dance is creativity and imagination. It encourages the dancers to let go, feel the music, and use self-expression to convey their inner feelings. In order for one to interpret a piece, they must enter the piece with a thought-free state, where their mind, body, and soul works harmoniously to create a dance. Rigid planning and overthinking can risk the dance not being spontaneous and having creative movement. To incorporate interpretive dance in your classroom, for our Minds-On activity, you can begin to ask students to think about a time that they have been on a roller coaster or have seen a roller coaster. Students will use their imagination to interpret a dance, a roller coaster ride. This activity is to allow students to explore the art of an interpretive dance with the idea that their lived experiences of riding a roller coaster may be conveyed in this dance as bumpy, constant change of direction, nauseousness, up and down motion. Secondly, use various abstract art pieces to show students. Students will analyze the pieces and then come up with an interpretive dance to depict the emotions and feelings of the piece. Each group will see the different interpretive dances conveying the message that art is full of different ideas and interpretations. Let's look at some examples. So in this piece, students may interpret this as a staircase. They may show the movement of a person walking up the flight of stairs. In this piece, students may interpret this as angry seagulls fighting for food. Students may do an interpretive dance swarming around in and out with their wings in full extension, beaks down, and ready to pounce the food. In this piece, students may interpret this piece as a prison. They may show an interpretive dance by starting to show a prisoner locked in the cell and the sound of the doors opening and conveying the emotion that one would feel as they walk out down to the plank and eventually out to the open doors of the exercise yard to their daily dose of quasi-freedom. In this picture, students may interpret this piece as a hot air balloon. They may interpret this dance as a hot air balloon ride that goes terribly wrong, bursting through the world atmosphere and sails around a whole other planet, looking down at the earth below. Ensure that when students are planning and thinking about how they want to interpret their dance, that they have full creative liberties in their exploration process. There are no wrong interpretations.
So I'm going to be talking to you about the 5 elements of dance. Dance is a way of knowing and communicating. All designers use dance to communicate on both personal and cultural levels, and to meet physical and spiritual needs. Dance, as with all the art, has its own language. We need to learn this language in order to fully understand and appreciate the world of dance. So the first one is body. Dance is composed of various body motions that express feeling and emotion. Our bodies move in ways to express ourselves, using locomotor and non-locomotor movements. The body is the instrument of dance, just as a painter paints with a brush. In dance, it is through the body and movements appear. You can use the whole body, body parts, body zone, from back, left side, right side, top half, etc. And body basic, what supports the body. Example, feet, hands, and head. Locomotor and non-locomotor. Locomotor dancers using locomotor movements may walk, run, skip, hop, jump, slide, or leap. These movements may be high, possibly indicating joy, medium or low, possibly indicating sadness. Non-locomotor dancers using non-locomotor movements when they stay one place but bend, stretch, twist, or swing their body. The next one is energy. Energy is the force at which we express our body motions. Are you moving with hard motions, on gentle motion? How do you choose to move? So for example, bounce, shake, explode, or sway. So now we have space. To show variations and movements, we need to use our surrounding well. We say, move high and low. We use the entire space around us and below us. We have relationship. In dance, we often dance with other person or with many people in a group. Just like with conversation, we communicate and react during our bodies. So relationship is the connection between things that dancer to each other, dancer to objects, or a dancer's body part to each other. Relationship words in front, beside, behind, over, and under. Now we have time. Timing is key to any dance. We follow the rhythm or beat to match our actions with the sound of the music. When working with others, we sometimes mimic another using time. So here's a little clip of the 5 elements of dance. So let's just quickly watch this.
There are many different styles of dance and creative movement, from traditional cultural dances to contemporary performance art, group dances to solo pieces. Despite this wide range, there are a handful of characteristics that all dance forms have in common. Body, action, space, time, and energy. These 5 elements of dance are the building blocks of all forms of creative movement and are a great place to start when talking about or analyzing a dance performance. Dance is an art form of and by the human body.
So here's a little clip of the 5 elements of dance. It's by the KQED art. You can find it on YouTube, so you can watch the rest of it. It's very informational and it helps you demonstrate the 5 elements of dance, so hopefully that will help. Thank you for watching.
Overall, students will have an understanding of what interpretive dance means and to be able to identify the 5 key elements of dance. With our activity, students will be able to have freedom of expression by showing what the various pieces of art shown to them means. They're able to show emotion, feeling, and expression without having a choreographed dance routine. Dance gives you the freedom to be who you are and to do what you want to do. Arthur Mitchell. This quote goes well with how we want our students to feel when creating their various dance pieces. By integrating physical education and the arts, students are able to express themselves through emotion, feeling, and expression through movement and physical activity. Students will also learn the history of art dances, which will incorporate the art aspect of learning. I would like to end off with a quote. To dance is to be out of yourself, larger, more beautiful, more powerful. This power is glory on earth, and it is yours for taking. Angus Denuff. Thank you.